I kind of just gave up. I kind of accepted the fact that I was going to die young as well. I'm at that stage where I'm trying to chase what it means to live life outside of fear. My name is Dagogo Hart. I am an artist with words. I do poems, plays, performances, everything that involves words really. I started off as part of a rap group in secondary school. And then when I didn't have the same environment, and the same equipment and resources around me, I kind of naturally evolved to poetry. When I started off as kind of like a way to connect with my friends, because we were in a group that were doing it together, Domac. We enjoyed listening to it and we're just trying to imitate what we were listening to, what we were seeing, what was around us. And obviously it kind of gave us some sort of reputation in secondary school because everyone was like, oh, that's the rap group. Now, diving more into the art form and the meaning of words themselves, I think what I'm trying to do more is connect to humanity. I know that sounds kind of like grandiose, but I think in simple terms, I'm just trying to connect with people with my words. A lot of my work would be about a crisis of finitude, which essentially means we only exist on this plane for such a short time, and what can we do in that time? I wrote it for my son, Asher. A poem to 21-year-old Asher. I can't really picture it. You grown with teeth, probably taller than I am now. Grow all the teeth in the world or fight to keep your smile. You are the brightest beam in the whole house, my son. Your voice travels through these new walls, giving them stories and color, making it home. So fight for your laugh. Laugh when nothing is funny. Laugh at yourself. Laugh with tears in your eyes. Laugh with calloused hands and tired bones. Let it serve as a reminder that sunrise never has a choice. Let it bend frowns and mend hearts. My darling son, I write this with the fear of an entire world in my heart. I wish I could fix it all for you. I still don't have the answers. I'm sorry for all the times I will fail. I pray I'm next to you as you read this. But if I am not, if the call of my forefathers was too loud to ignore, then please do not live in fear like I did. Please live. That's why being a parent is so scary, because there's that fear of continuation of the bad, even though you desperately want to continue the good. I hope I do not pass on my fears. And not just in terms of that crisis of finitude, but also I hope I do not pass on the way I have lived in fear, or the way I'm still currently living in fear. I'm at that stage where I'm trying to chase what it means to live life outside of fear. And I hope I don't pass that on. And I hope I find the answers for myself before he's too grown, before he's 21. So I know what I'm saying at that time. So I know I'm around at that time, most importantly. A lot of the feel for my work is grief, because I lost my dad when I was young. His closest brother, which was like a surrogate dad as well for my family, he also died when he was young. And I wasn't there when I heard the news, actually. I was in a college dorm room thousands of miles away. My mom didn't tell me because she knew how hard it was going to be. I found out on Facebook, which is so weird. I logged onto Facebook and someone had posted something. I think the funeral was in a few days, and someone had posted something. And I called her and I was like, surely this isn't true. And then she's, how did you find out? How did you find out? And I knew it was true instantly. So I just hung up the phone. I was at that point in my life where I wasn't in control of my emotions. So I punched a hole in the wall. I think my friends knew something was up, because they saw the hole in the wall and they came looking for me, but I didn't want to be found. And it was a combination of replaying a grief I'd held for over a decade at that point, this new grief, and some sort of future grief for myself. Almost like, well, this is going to happen to you now, there's no avoiding it. And I was almost mourning my own death at the same time. It was weird. I kind of just gave up. I kind of accepted the fact that I was going to die young as well. The fear does more than the actual death. I don't know how long I'm going to live. Nobody knows that. And I don't think the death of me and my family at such a young age will impact how long I live. But I do know that that fear will impact how long I live. I think before that, I was writing a lot of love poems. I was writing a lot of, especially when I was writing rap, it was very braggadocious and camaraderie and all that stuff. And afterwards, there was a lot of self-reflection, a lot of identity and who am I, and trying to find my space in this world and where I belong and what it means to be me and Dagogo and man and black and all these things. I started to like wrestle with life a lot more intimately. So the way I try to live now is to channel all that into art and hopefulness, and to live life every day to the best of my ability. And I think that's all that truly matters at the end of the day.